Oh,
I mean, like, what's your personality like in the outside world when, obviously it's a rare example, but like,
when someone's...
You gonna confront, or you gonna pretend it doesn't exist and kind of just deal with it for 24 hours?
You know what? I'm going to be me, and I think that's...
What is that?
And the thing is that I'm always saying, like, I was upfront. I mean, I'm an upfront person. That's the thing about me in this game. It's like, yes, I'm upfront with everybody, and people just don't believe that. You know, it's like, the thing is that, yeah, I told you you're going to be, I literally thought that you were going to vote me out because I thought you thought I was a better player.
This is Janelle you're talking about?
Yeah. I told her that, and I'm like, I think he's going to vote me out.
Wait, no, this is Janelle saying this about me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and I think she thinks that I literally played her, when in actuality, I didn't. I was really honest with her. I mean, I was upfront with her. She's just pissed because a girl played her.
Yeah.
And, you know, it happened last year.
And that doesn't happen to her too often. She has to be bitter.
I'm 10 years older than her. I've been around the block a few more times.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it. She hates it. And Danielle knows. She's like, oh, she's the vixen. She just wants all the girls out. She wants all the boys.
Not like for fun or like I go on dates and fuck with a guy. I mean, that's how she makes her money.
So she's pissed at me because she thinks I played her, where in actuality I was really honest with her, which she's never had another woman. You know, it's like it's such a
unnerving thing.
It's such a catch-22 for me, because it's like, yeah, I was honest with you, but she's like, no,
you believe it. Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's why I was like, I'm probably not going to get Janelle. I never thought I was going to get Janelle.
I'm shocked.
I'm not at all. She's the vixen. Danielle and I always talked about it. Danielle and I always talked about it. She said, we would always say, like, her strategy is to get all the women out so she could have all the guys around her protecting her and going after each other.
This would be a dumb bunch of guys.
But it almost happened.
Yeah, but this ain't a fucking regular group of guys. I mean, at least not Will and I.
Well,
Will?
I don't know. Will could have voted me out to keep her around if he had won that veto.
That's possible, but he wasn't ever picking her over me. There's no way that would have happened. No way.
Okay.
No way. Because Will could beat me, too. You know? Will could very easily paint me as the sidekick. And there's no way he would have voted me out. I don't think I'm being... I mean, because it's not like she's some great option to sit next to. You know what I mean? If she was fucking...
I thought she was pretty manipulated this year, very easily.
Yeah, but...
I mean, I manipulated her within a day.
You're thinking of it, again, from your perspective. But, you know, from the...
I know.
The other
I'm thinking about it as a player perspective.
Yeah, see, you're...
I guess I'm giving the jury as much credit as I would give.
I mean, there's two that you can't. And then there's a few that are probably on your level, but there's three that you can't.
Who?
Howie, George, and Marcellus, you can't make think like that. Marcellus is the one of the three that's actually intellectually competent enough to do so, but he won't because it's all about him. That's what his whole being and his aura is about, being gay and fabulous, and I'm Marcellus and I'm the star. George and Howie don't have the mental capacity to, you know, think like that. To them, it's what's personal to them. Not even how they look to other people, like Marcellus, but just what it means to them. And the others, I think Will, Danielle, James, they think more like gamers, but I didn't want to sit next to her. There's no way.
Why? I don't think she played that great of a game.
Even if, like...
I really don't. You guys threw her all the you threw her the OT, you threw her the fucking spirits. I don't know, what else did you throw her? the face-off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't have beat her.
All the competition.
I couldn't have beat her in the two-face.
I would have said that. I would have said, listen, everyone threw her competitions because they were using her in their strategy. It's like, I didn't throw the only competition I threw was the one to Danielle.
Yeah, it's just, I think when people say, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, on face value, that's what it is.
See, I know that, I mean, I don't know if your decision was hard to pick between her and myself, but if I were you, I would have totally picked her.
You would have?
Mm-hmm. Because I don't think strategically she made that, she didn't make any moves strategically. What move did she make strategically that you would have, exactly, None. And what did I do? I took out the two biggest players in this game.
Yeah, but I just couldn't trust.
You couldn't trust that everyone would think like I do on the jury. You thought that.
Well, I mean, for one, Howie, despite his little beef with me, he's not your friend. You know what I mean? Like, on a personal level, despite the last little thing with Howie, I mean, I think that him and I were closer than you and him. I mean, there's a reason he's yelling out your fucking, chicken sores and you're
right. Of course,
I'm sure he's not that dumb to know that you were aggravated by him, and he knew it, and that's why he kept doing it.
Right.
So, in that respect, I mean, going into it against her, it automatically would have been 1-to-1. You know what I mean?
Well, going in. Okay, wait. So you're talking about me and her, or you?
If I saved Janelle and I sent you home,
right?
Okay.
You would have had
Will, and she would have had Howie straight off the bat,
for sure.
Okay, then now you're pissed off because I've sent you,
right?
Okay, so who knows what you would have done?
I would have voted for you.
This is in my mind, okay?
I would have voted for the best player.
Marcellus would have voted for her, and then I'd have to bank on the fact that James and Danielle. I mean, James is at the core of his thing is competitions. That's how he thinks of Big Brother.
Right.
I mean, he's into strategy a little bit, but competitions, on the veto, and on his website he has vetoes lined up across the top. I mean, it's
right.
So that would be hard to overcome. George idolized her. That would have been
for sure
a tough vote to get. It would have come down to Danielle and James. I mean, probably like it's going to be.
It's going to come down this, yeah.
Same thing, but she has something that I don't think you do, which is the same thing that Will has that I don't, which is that je ne sais quoi that people
want to give her stuff,
look up to, and they want to give you, and they want to be nice to you. I don't know what it is. I can't.
I know you're afraid of that, and I wasn't. Because I think you played a far superior game than her. I mean, you'll see my diary rooms. Who do you want to take? I'm like, I said, honestly, I think I would have a better chance against Janelle. I said, but if the jury is voting emotionally, I don't know how the jury is voting, then maybe I have more of a better chance with Boogie. I don't know. I mean, if I was voting, I would always give it to the best player. I would take my emotion out of it. But
I think that
it's tough.
4 or 5 of those people would, but a couple of them can't. I do think I played a better game than Janelle overall.
Absolutely, you did.
When the push came to shove and I had to win something, I did. And strategy-wise, she only knew one way, and that was power.
Right.
It was either the power of her group or the power of winning
competitions.
And I will say, hands down, she needed to win stuff. She did. I can't say that I threw the two-faced.
Right, but she had no personal relationships. She had no.
No, she didn't care.
She didn't give a shit.
She was like above it.
Right.
She was like above it.
So, she says to me, was your strategy kissing ass? I'm like, well.
If you call relationship,
I'm like, that's, I said I honestly did like everybody. I'm sorry that you don't appreciate that gameplay, but
it's part of it.
It's part of it.
She doesn't understand that is part of it.
She's a child.